1, 2, check 1, 2. And we are live. We are live. Good morning, everybody. We are rolling like thunder. Hello, everybody. Mark's Conte reporting. Figure this thing out here. Hi, how you doing? Give some people some time to get here. Mark's Conte reporting. Listening to the sounds of Granny Cat. The beautiful Granny Cat. Back in Brooklyn. Granny Cat in Brooklyn. That's me and Granny Cat back in Brooklyn. So, good morning, everybody. Mark's Conte reporting. Talk to you later. We'll see you later. We'll see you later, Granny Cat. We'll talk to you later. Hey, how you doing? How are you doing, YouTube? Mark's Conte reporting here on a what is it? It's a rainy day here in August. End of the summer already. Can you imagine? Wow, what happened, man? It's fucking end of the summer already. We're already talking about end of summer, late August, September soon, ready to break out the fur coats if you're into that shit. All right, it's getting cold. It's going to be cold soon. You better enjoy it, man. You better get out there. Right now it's raining. The plants love it. The plants getting a last burst of water, right? Water. Where are we? I don't know where we are. Oh, here we are. Oh, so I guess we're all here. I hope everybody's here. Vinny DiMartini in the house. M. Fletcher, how are you doing, man? Mad Cow Mark, Nate Dutson is here. Steve Zrofsky, Gloria B, what's up, man? Weevil Girl. Weesty is here too, hiding as SS67 UK. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're back. We're here on YouTube today. We're going to be very nice. We're not going to offend anybody. We're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. We're just going to talk about the. I'm going to speed read the news for a while. Then, if Vinny DiMartini is Vinny is my comrade here on YouTube, and we're going to bring Vinny into the chat in a little while. We'll have an open chat to see what the hell's going on in the world, and you got to bear with me, man. Mark's Conte is reporting on his teeth, and slowly but surely, you may be able to hear it. I'm starting to lisp a little bit, but it's not because I'm becoming old or retarded. It's just that I'm losing my teeth, and I have been for many years, since about 25 years old. So more than 25 years ago, I started losing my teeth. But they're all coming out now, and they're loose. And hey, listen, man, my teeth are falling out, but my hair is fucking amazing, right? The more teeth that fall out, the better my hair becomes. Right? It's just it's like Hercules. Who needs teeth anyway, right? Eating is overrated. Eating with teeth is overrated. Now, I miss them. I mean, it's wonderful to have teeth and all that. So what's going on in the world today? It's just really a conglomerate of freaks. Freak show. This is my. I got a thumbnail today, not that one. Yeah. This is my thumbnail. You got a guy getting hit in the head with a brick on the subway. You got a woman who's incarcerated. And they leave a fucking high-powered Uzi machine gun in the car with the handcuffed criminal. And the handcuffed criminal is just a skinny woman or a woman with skinny wrists, and she was able to slip out the fucking handcuff and unloaded the machine gun. Fascinating story. She eventually surrendered. They didn't kill her. But she was blowing a fucking Uzi out the cop car window. And also on the other side of that is, well, that's white privilege, by the way. She's white, so they left a gun in the car, right? Because she's white, and you know they wouldn't have done that with a black person. They did it because she's a white female, and they left the deadly weapon in the hands of the criminal because she's white. If she were black, they would have they wouldn't have allowed her to have that gun. Other white privilege there's a fascinating book that just came out about it's Goldman Sachs culture. Right, the culture it's at Goldman Sachs. Now, who is Goldman Sachs? You think Goldman Sachs is like some supermarket down the block? Goldman Sachs are arguably some of the smartest, best paid, best trained Wall Street hacks in the world. They pick from the best schools, right? And what is the culture there? What does it take to become a broker at Goldman Sachs? Well, if you're a man, talk about misogyny. If you're a man, it's rather conducive for your inherent behavior, right? Because it's Wall Street and that's run by testicles and testosterone, right? As opposed to women who have a hard time getting by at Goldman Sachs because it's a boys' game, and the big boys play rough. So we'll look at that culture, and you'll decide. You decide: is it fair? Is it equitable? Is it correct? Imagine, think about the money involved. These people could make $1 million a year easily as they move up the ladder at Goldman Sachs, which is Goldman Sachs for the most part. And we'll break to the markets at 9:30. We'll have a look, and we're going to have a live chat. As I said earlier, live chat. Anybody's welcome to join it if you want. Vinny and I will kick it off, and then I'll drop the link again. I think I got the link. Yeah, I'll put it in. That's the link to the live chat. Haywire, Zoot Suit talking about streaming on multiple platforms. I haven't figured that out yet. It looks like I have a fork in the road. I'm not able to simultaneously stream in two directions at once. So it's either or right now until I don't know, maybe get an upgrade on a certain software or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm aware of it. I am aware of it. Christopher Conwell says, Mark is looking good. I am, man. I'm looking damn good. As I said, if you're just joining us, I'm dealing with no teeth. And someday I'm going to get teeth. And in fact, if our dentist friend is here, my good friend who makes teeth for a living has graciously offered to make those teeth for me, but I haven't done it yet. But I will, because now they're all falling out and they're loose and they hurt, but more importantly, it makes it difficult to pronounce words. I'm working a little harder to pronounce right now. And that's okay, right? Anyway, but here's a thumbnail today. I have a website. My name is Marcus Conti. I am a guy who makes videos on a daily basis. We're either on DLive most of the time. We're on YouTube when they'll allow us to be here sometimes. And you just join us every morning at 9 a.m. somewhere. Come to the website, Marcus Conti. And right now, as you see, the live link is up. And you just click on it, and it'll bring you right to the page that you're on right now. You don't need notification. You don't need any kind of anything. Just show up at my website at 9 a.m., and you'll know where we are every morning at 9 a.m., excluding weekends, Monday through Friday, right? Tip jar, Patreon, these are ways to contribute. Or just join us right here on YouTube and spread the word, please. As you see, the live link is up. Here it is. Oh, there's the live. Right, so we're live. See that? Look, we're live. We're live. So let's start here. Mark Conti reporting on Oklahoma woman Rachel Zion Clay. Now, you remember Clay. You remember the name Clay? That was the woman who, she was the cop. Remember, she was the correction officer that freed the other guy, right? Freed the criminal, the killer guy. and they escaped, and they went to a hotel, and for 10 days they lived in the lap of lust, and then eventually got caught, right? They were both, their last names were both Clay. This is not her, but it even looks like her. Look, not her, but her. It's fucking, look, Deputy Clay. So listen to this story. Fascinating, right? Oklahoma woman Rachel Zion Clay slips out of cuffs and shoots cops. Right? Oklahoma authorities have released wild dash and body video that shows a handcuffed woman. Do we have any of that? Do we have any of that wild dash video? I saw it. I think I saw a little piece of it. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, Oklahoma woman who slips out cuffs. Come on, New York Post. They're going to make us watch a commercial, but that's all right. We're going to learn something. Oh, no, here it is. All right, so watch. Watch the video. It's distressful. So here she is, tattooed. Give me that fucking, they left a Uzi in the back seat of the car. Could you imagine that? How fucking stupid are these cops? You lock up, you cuff a person and take them into custody. You stuff them into the back of the car. This is them outside. These are jerk-off cops handing over papers. And all of a sudden, the woman starts blasting from the car, right? Shot this guy in the fucking chest. Oklahoma authorities have released wild dash and body video of a handcuffed woman retrieving a police rifle and firing it out the back of a patrol car, striking a civilian. Look at this guy. Got fucking shot in the chest. The Grady County Sheriff's Office responded to a wellness check. This guy's got a fucking bullet in his chest. I don't know if he died or not. Grady County officers responded to a wellness check. Deputies took a woman into custody, placed her in handcuffs, and into the back of a marked SUV. Unmarked. A marked SUV. Video taken inside the vehicle shows her squirming in the back seat, slips out of the cuffs, and fishing out the rifle. She loads it, aims out the window, and begins firing. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. I don't know what it says. I mean, it says the woman is crazy or on the verge of violence. Yeah, that's a given. That's why you're there, for some kind of wellness check. Right? And it made her even more irate. But how on earth do you forget that your fucking machine gun is in the car? How do you forget that? How do you misplace your machine gun? Right? These police are so fucking stupid, man. They caused that problem. But anyway, let's keep going, man. What else we got, man? So I don't know what this is. This is bullshit. Right? Yeah, this is bullshit, too. Another bullshit article. The markets are looking to open down because, like I said, some jerk off on Wall Street is saying, "Oh, it hit the line," and I don't know. Well, we're still off the bottom. The clowns on Wall Street are calling for another bottom. Historically, there's no precedence for that. It tends to, if you look at the weekly charts, once a bottom, if this is the bottom, right, we've come below the green line, which is the 200-day moving average. Once you come below that and pierce it again, no matter what happens up here, it looks noisy, but eventually it's already on the upward trajectory. That's the technical analysis of the case, right? And they're saying some of the Wall Street professionals, whatever that means, are saying that no, Conti, it hit the purple line. So it hit the purple line. That means it's coming back to the green line. But look at the weekly historically, right? When it hits the purple line, all right, when it goes through the purple line, it generally keeps going, and it churns up, especially off a bottom. When you hit the bottom, right? So there's some confusion right there about current range, and that's the Dow. The Dow may pull back, but we'll look at that. We'll look at that later when it opens. Yeah. So there's the crazy lady. What else we got? How you doing, everybody? Mark Conti. We're here on YouTube, right? Have we offended anybody yet? Have we gotten kicked off yet? Are we still live? Are we still allowed to speak? I don't know. It looks like we're still alive. So you got to check, right? You got to check today. And what else we got? All right, so this is another crazy story, right? 64-year-old New York City man who happens to be a security guard, savagely beaten with a rock in a subway attack. Now, it's getting crazy out there. Because why? Because in some respects we have normalized violence on the street in the cities of America. Black Lives Matter. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. And what do? We break windows and we break things until people listen to us. We'll even run a guy down and try to kill him if we think he's getting in our way, a.k.a. Kyle Rittenhouse. You have this violence breaking out, right? Arguably, January 6th, people say, well, that was a violent uprising. It doesn't appear to be nearly as violent as standing on the subway and getting a brick to the head. Look at this shit. So look at this fucking animal. I think there's a video. Let's watch. Now, is there a video? Is there a video? Here he is. Here he is. Here's the gentleman. There is a video of it. Let's we got to refresh again. And we'll watch a video of a man stoning someone on the subway. Now, put yourself here. You're on the subway. You're going to work, and you don't got a care in the world. And some guy approaches you with no shirt on. Right? This fucking crazy guy, no shirt. We got to watch a video. We got to watch a cartoon. This is a cartoon. Hi, my name is Jim Bognet. I'm going to eliminate the gas tax. Vote for me. Vote for me for Congress. So here's the video, right? Here's a guy, right? You see the guy. And allegedly he went down on the track and grabbed the rock. The guy jumped. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking psychopath. That motherfucker, what's up, man? What's up, man? That's right, man. That's right, man. It's reparation, man. This shit is fucking. I'm gonna fucking hit the motherfucker, man. I'm gonna hit the motherfucker with a rock. I hit the motherfucker with a rock. I hit that motherfucker right in the head with a rock. All right, so there he is. They haven't found him yet. That's the MO of the gentleman who decided to hit another gentleman in the head with a rock for no reason, because the voices in his head told him to. The powerful gaslighting campaigns of the mainstream media. Oh, you're black. You're less than. You have less privilege. Keep pumping people like that. keep programming people to think that. And at the lowest end of the food chain, that's what you're going to get. I want mines, Jim Finney says. It's mines. Where's mines? I love that word, mines. It's mine. Mine becomes mines. Right? It's fucked up. There's a lot of ways like there's a lot of words like that. A lot of mines are your mines, or maybe you dig into a gold mines. It's mines. What are people when they say that really saying? It's mines. I agree. I see mines. This is dope, man. So he's 5'9". If you're in New York, and you see this guy, get a brick ready, right? Get your brick ready. He grabbed the rock. So freak show, right? Freak show in New York, right? And this is interesting too. I find this article interesting because I have some experience of being around characters like this. Working at Goldman Sachs was sexist and perverted, says a woman who worked there for 20 years and made tens of millions of dollars working at Goldman Sachs. Then she finally gets out of it after 20 years. That's a long time to be in investment banking. She gets out and she writes a book about it and bashes the whole experience as sexist. And I'm surprised she didn't go for the racist word too. So there she is, Jamie Higgins. Jamie, that's a mother. It had twins. The story goes on, but it talks about this. You see this guy right here? This being the culture of Goldman Sachs. Now, what is the business model of Goldman Sachs? Goldman Sachs are essentially paid whores for the super wealthy. You don't get, and I don't get, and the guy next door to me doesn't get an account at Goldman Sachs. To get an account at Goldman Sachs, you got to have a minimum of maybe $5 million. It's probably more now. It's probably more like 10 million. If you have less than 10 million, they don't want to talk to you. And what Goldman Sachs does is it invests on behalf of these people, the wealthy. Right? So the super wealthy, that's their broker. It's a managed situation, and they always show a return. They're the smartest guys on Wall Street. But who is it made of? Look, Goldman Sachs, if you're not aware, is extremely powerful enough to sink the fucking Thai baht to literally flip a country like Greece on the upside, on the downside, flip it over upside down, and steal their fucking airport tax and other things, right? Selling derivatives that don't make sense to everybody, suckering people, and to some degree, right? They call that outwitting the other. See, if you say rigging and manipulating and underhanded, that's not allowed. But if you use the terms like for example in elections, if you say one party outwits the other, regardless of the rules that they broke, it doesn't matter as long as they won. The winner is the fucking winner, right? With elections and on Wall Street as well, right? You can't question it, right? We're not allowed anymore. Right? Are we? Are we allowed? I guess we are. I'm doing it right now. But there you go. There's a guy, right, man. And I just felt a sense of I just felt like I wasn't able to say what I wanted to say about this because of the situation of the live stream that we're on right now, and that's unfortunate. I feel inhibited on YouTube to some degree, and that's primarily why we're not here anymore. Why I'm not here. It's either I'm but anyway, it's not about me. I'm just trying to convey a problem that is it's a secondary problem of censorship or a underlying problem of censorship in our country that causes that to happen. But anyway, it is Boys Town. Look at all his perfect teeth, man. His family spent good money on those teeth. I wish I had those teeth. And it's titty bars and Vegas gambling and late nights at the hookah bar, and it's a boys club, right? And women don't generally fit into that MO. What are those guys doing? Why are they out there partying like crazy people? Because they're working with clients. They wine and dine. Hey man, bring your money aboard Goldman Sachs. Look, we're the best. And out comes the filet mignon and the shrimp foie gras and the caviar and the slugging Cristal champagne out of the bottle at $300, $500 a bottle, right? And this is the culture that wealth is trying to be lured more into. Right? Oh, you want to be super wealthy? You hang out with us. For some reason, women have not been able as effectively as young men to do it. Right? Goldman Sachs is Jewish New York. That's what Goldman Sachs is. It's composed of, it was created by, and it's operated from the, most of top management is all fucking New York Jew. Right? And that's okay, right? I'm just telling you who they are. And they generally don't care. Like if there was two horses in a race and one was male and one was female, and the female was just stronger, faster, and better at the job, they would go with the female. At this moment in Goldman Sachs culture, the aggressive alpha male, MBA from big business school, finishing school, all frat boys that grew up from rich parents. Those are the kids that make the most in that game. Trading, no. Traders, some traders are guys from Brooklyn and Queens and, downtown Philly and Chicago. And, those are the ex-athletes are the best traders. But essentially the spokespeople for these companies that engage the clientele are young men and women are pissed off about that. So what do you say? What do? You cry. You cry. Sexism. Is sexism in my job? Why did you stay there for 20 years? Why don't you find a job that you're better at than the man? Why don't you find why do you have to try to get in front of somebody who's clearly better at what you do and then accuse the system? It's the system that makes them better. It's the reality of that they're better at the job than you are. And until you're better at the job than they are, that's the way it's going to stay. And that's the way Goldman Sachs operates. And that's fair. Oh yeah, show pictures. Oh, I'm a woman, my beautiful children. Oh, I can't succeed like the man because the man doesn't have to drag the kids along. All unequivocal, nonsensical bullshit. Right? Right. You wanna play ball. You wanna play ball in the major leagues, women. Right? I'm not a sexist. I am I'm in the middle. Right? I'm in the middle. In terms of politics, if you want a woman to become president, pick the right woman. There's plenty available. Why haven't you picked the right woman? Why do you default to Hillary Clinton, who 3/4 of the country fucking hated? Why did you pick her? Right? Pick a real woman. Why don't you pick fucking her, right? Pick the woman that quit Goldman Sachs right here, right? And you get the right woman. But that's what's going on here, man. And what's the moral of the story? Stop complaining. Right? I could say, Jimmy Dore on YouTube only is only bigger than me because he has all his teeth. Right? It's stupid. Right? It's idiotic. Right? Oh, he's an older male and he has privilege, and I have no teeth, and I'm not fully white, or I'm too white, or it's garbage. It's merit. I mean, if anything, I think the last president tried to drive that home. Is that we should judge people on their merit, and I think that's what I guess Trump did that to some degree. So moving right along on the Freak Show, Woke Home of founder James Madison tries to ease outrage over biased history. Oh yeah, okay. So if you recall the name James Madison, if you're old enough to remember the way we taught history of the founding fathers, these are the guys who created your country, who settled your country, who kicked the shit out of the British Army to make you able to be here today. It took a long time. It didn't happen overnight. It took 10, 15, 20 years to get the fucking British the hell out of American, off American control, controlling this thing that we now call America, right? And these guys like James Madison and George Washington and fucking Andrew Jackson, all of these founding fathers are instrumental in creating this country. But that's not what woke America, young people see. They look at it and say, they see old, short, dwarf-like white men who own slaves. And the slaves are black. And because of that, it invalidates all of their progress, or it indentures them to the black. You made the money on the back of the black. Therefore, the country is rightfully the black. Right? That's how they view it. Right? That's not my assessment. That's what's happening in your world right now. Woke staffers at James Madison Montpelier are scrambling to give themselves a patriotic image makeover after public outcry over the Post's report of the Founding Fathers has been received. I don't know what I'm talking about. Here it is. Inflammatory. How many times do you ever hear a commentator say, I don't know what I'm talking about? Let me start over. Start over. Cut. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. I'm nobody, by the way. I'm one guy in a room. Inflammatory political content was scrubbed from the Landmarks White's website within days. Constitutional Day. It's a response to the Post's coverage. Public opinion is having an impact. So James Madison, the New York Post wrote about the subject that we're talking about, that instead of visiting the Founding Fathers' house and talking about him founding the country, we're talking about him being a white supremacist racist. Is that why you go visit the fucking Founding Fathers? He's a racist. Look here. Look here, Herschel. Look here, Dwight. This right here, this man is a white supremacist. This is Unstream. Yeah, we're still here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Are you here? Are you here? I'm here. And you're going to see me in a second. What's up, Vinny? What's up, man? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. The whole thing crashed. And I don't know. Is it an attack? I don't know, man. I'm tired of conspiracy. You know, it doesn't happen elsewhere. It happens here. You come here, and this is what happens. Right? You get jacked out. You get knocked off. So what was I saying? We were talking about a freak show, right? We're talking about freaks. So James Madison is a racist, and according to many people, Black Lives Matter statement, the historic home's main aim, it said, to investigate and share ways that the U.S. Constitution has perpetuated and addressed racism throughout our nation's complex past. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. You're addressing racism. But the way you're addressing racism is incorrect. By calling everybody who wasn't there, who wasn't alive at the moment, at the time, inherently racist because they have the same color skin. What about if they were shorter, or they were taller, or they were all hermaphrodites, or some other unusual situation, right? But here we have in America today a racial divide, not all, but a group of young, mostly young, overeducated, all different colors, trying to smear or change American history, reinterpret American history, to imply that the Founding Fathers were inherently racist, and therefore you are too. And you need to literally step out of the way. Get out of the way. If the way you work your way through life is you look in the mirror, you stand in the mirror and say, okay, society says I'm white, therefore I must let the black man step in front of me online because he is hurting from his inherent hand. Because 800 years ago, he was rounded up in Africa, or 400 or 500 years ago, was rounded up in Africa. His people, not him. His people were rounded up in Africa and corralled into a boat and dumped into a foreign land. Dumped into a foreign land. And sold to these white guys that made them work for a living, right? So, so, what is the history of America? What exactly is the history of America? You go back in the history of America is again nobody was more important. I'll take that back. There were people that were more important than others in colonial America, but colonial America was a hodgepodge of many, many, many different cultures, many different economic ideas, many great thinkers coming together at once. You had Dutch, you had Spanish, you had English, you had Norwegian, from Scandinavia. You had probably, although you definitely had Indians, you had people immigrating up from South America, arguably that were originally from Asia. Why do you think Mexicans and Alaskans look kind of, they look more Asian than fucking we do? Why do they look more Asian? Think about it. Think about the hodgepodge, but nonetheless, colonial America was a hodgepodge, a melting pot of many, many different cultures. And in that were enslaved, indentured blacks. And they became the workforce. They became instrumental in getting the work done. It ultimately, I think over time it became more violent. Look, I'm not justifying the behavior. What I'm saying is, whatever happened in early America has nothing to do with the people right now. Many, many cultures prevailed. Many, many types of people prevailed in that system. And for me to turn and say, I'll never be accepted into this culture because of my skin color, is short-sighted, inaccurate, isn't based in evidence, right? We had a president of the United States who had black skin. You remember? He was a good president too, Obama. I liked him. I thought he was funny and he was interesting. He was non-confrontational. Started a lot of wars. Very secretive. A bit of a bomber. Obama. Killed a lot of people in war, right? But we love Obama because he's young and energetic, and he's white. He's half white. At least half of him is correct. Rupert Fellows said, "My ancestors were slaves of the Romans." Yeah, exactly, right? Absolutely, right? The Irish were slaves in the United States as well. But yeah, cultures. I mean, the Tibetan people currently are being enslaved by the Chinese, the Han people, right? The Hans. Right? Slavery is notorious all over the world. In India, there are, classes of people, and they're not. It's not by color; it's by class, right? And it's class warfare. It's not. It has nothing to do with racism, right? If you want to if you give advantage to the disadvantaged, at some point, the disadvantaged will be in front, trying to keep you from getting what they have. Hey, blacks, it's a foot race. That's what humanity is. It's a fucking foot race. Right? If you just keep crying that, they broke the rules. Oh, they broke the rules. It's because I'm black. Oh, my God. You never win. You never get ahead. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Suck it up. And the day you forget that you're black, the day that you stop referencing yourself as black, that's the day everybody else will stop referencing you as black. You keep bringing it up. Black Lives Matter. Now, I'm not going to say that the Black Lives Matter movement at that moment in 2020 wasn't good, because it was. They were bringing attention to police brutality, the killing of George Floyd, I think we all saw the video. It looks like the cop choked him out unnecessarily. Psychopath. Cop used excess force and killed the guy. Didn't have to do that. Right? And that's ripe for rising up. But then to turn around and accuse all white people, even the founding fathers, James Madison, it's just incorrect. I don't think it's just. Weevil Girl says victim mentality is not healthy. Right. Live in the positive. Live in the positive. Right. If you look in the mirror and you say, "My God, look at me! I'm a big fat black motherfucker, man. I talk like this. How come I don't talk like everybody else? I'm a big black man. It's black culture. I'm black. I'm different." That becomes your reality. Right? It becomes your reality. It's not that you have to become white. That's a misconception. That's you acting white. No. There is no acting white. There's the middle way of the way people act. You are on the extreme end of victimization. You feel the victim, and therefore your world is very dark and negative. If you lived in the light, right? If you went to a good school and you surrounded yourself by, good people, and then what are they going to do? The dumbass ghetto blacks are going to say, "Look, Uncle Tom, he's a black man acting white." Rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole, blacks. That's a rabbit hole. Don't fall for that shit, right? You don't have to impress anybody. Be happy, right? Be joyful in your own fucking skin, man. Be happy in your own fucking skin, man. Oh my God, it's 9:50 and the markets are crashing. Are they? Yeah, Nasdaq is down kind of big right now. We'll see if it cares to rebound. Let's look at the 15-minute chart on the Nasdaq. Yeah, we're going down, man. Oh my God, look at that drop. Holy shit, it's over, right? The world economy is over because it defied a line, right? We're going to go all the way down to close. We closed the window here. See, we left the window open right there. We left this window open right there. That's Nasdaq Composite. Let's look at the rest of the markets. I gave you this. I said that the Nasdaq would bounce up. Right now, I'm looking a little silly right now this morning. But if you look on the weekly, I think I'm still right. We're getting a red dip right here. We're getting a dipper right about here. And is that a complete reversal down? No, historically, I don't know. It could be. It could be another leg down. Oh man, that would suck, right? That would really suck, man. I don't think so. I think we're heading up. I think we're going to just go maybe sideways here for a while and then bump up. On the big board, Apple down almost $3. Amazon down 4. Google down 2.5. Meta, formerly Facebook, down 5. Microsoft down 7. Rivian down another $1.33. Tesla down 27. Everything down today. Nvidia, high-tech company, down 4.5. Bitcoin down half a percentage. Warstock, Lockheed Martin up a quarter. Raytheon down $1. Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, respectively, all down. The holy vaccine stocks are down. Robinhood, you remember Robinhood, the ape stock, the Reddit guys? They love fucking Robinhood. $9 a share, down 21 cents today. Netflix, down 12. DWAC, company taking Trump public, down a quarter. Twitter, still getting crushed at $43 a share. That's all of it. So it looks like, again, a down day on Wall Street. The indexes are all down. Dow is down 437, holding, I guess, above 33,000. The NASDAQ is down 229 points. That's a big rip down. I think the NASDAQ is heading in the direction of 20,000 in the next few years, maybe 5 years. I would say. Let's see. Let me see. This is important stuff, man. This is the world economy. If you figure this out, you got it all figured out. You know everything. If you figure out the the global economy, right? If you look at you look at the Nasdaq. This is historically all the way back to 2011, and you see how the green line just follow the green line. All you got to do is let your eyeball follow the green line, right? For it to break the green line, for it to make a new low at this point, would be apocalyptic. Would be it would have bucked the trend completely, right? It would have defied gravity, nature. The nature of the markets are up. Right? That's just the reality of it. Right? Whether you like it or not, whether you think the stock market is moral or immoral and is just a bunch of money grabbers and rich fucks, that doesn't matter. Right? That is the economy. That is, look, when markets collapse, there's an exchange, there's a transfer of wealth. And that transfer of wealth, one of them, the latest one, happened during the pandemic. It wiped out a year of fucking wealth. Boom! That's the dip right there. It's right here. See this dip? Remember the dip? And 4 weeks later, the market got crushed. And then what happened? It went right back up. Big tech took the driver's seat and drove it all the way up. So we're correcting now. Half of it gave back half. And now it's heading back up, right? As it always does. Look at the dip. Look at the dip. Is the bottom in? Yeah, it appears to be the bottom. Is it going to go straight up from here? Probably not. I think it zigzags up. I really doubt if it even comes. I don't think it'll make a bottom. And I would bet my last dollar that it doesn't go through the bottom and make a new bottom at this point. It doesn't. It's not in the chart. Right? The charts are indicating something else. So anyway, man. So what else we got here? Where are we, man? So that's what's going on in the market. Let's have what happened, man? I got kicked out of the meeting. Hold on a second. Hey, Vinny, if you're there, anybody who wants to join me in the chat, Vinny, I hope Vinny is ready. Start an instant meeting. Let's start an instant meeting. And add others. There. Add others. How about I add others? Okay, so copy the link, and I'll drop the link in the chat. I'm in my spaceship now. I'm in the spaceship. And you want to join me? Look, you can see my no teeth. I'm down here in the spaceship with no teeth. And show everyone. Show everyone, man. So if you want to join me in the chat, Mark's Condi reporting. Thank you all for joining me. How many people we got watching, man, here on YouTube? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore on YouTube. On YouTube, how are we, man? YouTube, I only got 35 people watching. That's nice, man. That's nice. And Vinny wants to join. Shall we admit Vinny to the chat? We will admit Vinny. Vinny D. Martini. Oh, Vinny, turn on your. Hey, there you go, man. My brother.
Hey.
What's up, man? What's up, Vinny? I turn up my volume. So
man.
How you doing, man?
I'm just really sick.
Are you? Oh, man.
Yeah, I hardly have any voice. I thought I'd come up here just for a second.
All right, man. So chill out. Heal with us. You heal with us today. We're gonna heal, man. So it's nice weather out too, man. It's 70 and the sun just came out, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if somebody get up here because I don't have any voice.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to jump up real quick though.
I'm smoking my homegrown cigar with Vinny. I always light up. Oh, Weevil Girl, enter, admit. Right. Someone wants to join. It's Weevil Girl. What's up, Weevil Girl? Turn on your camera, Weevil Girl, or if you just want to be audio. I see you. I don't hear you, Weevil Girl. It's Weevil Girl. Good morning, Weevil Girl. How are you, man? How you doing, Weevil Girl? You good?
Hey, guys. Did I make it on?
You did. Just make sure all your settings are right. No, you got to turn off your YouTube volume. You did that, right? So you don't get the bounce. Then we hear the bounce.
Oh.
I don't know what happened before. My whole shit just crashed for like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna jump off, guys. I've got no voice at all. It's bad.
All right, so we're gonna let Weevil Girl talk. What's up, Weevil Girl? How you doing? So you taking off? You kill it, Vinny. Don't hurt yourself. Vinny's going to be back with us. He'll be back during the week, and we'll have a good time. We'll talk to Weevil Girl today.
I'll be back. Good.
Okay, get better, Vinny.
All right. Thank you.
So what's up, Weevil Girl? Is there life after
Well,
getting fired for that unfortunate nonsense that happened to you back then that we're not allowed to talk about?
oh yeah. Yeah, it turned out great, like another door opened for me and it was really great. And I do not regret any of it. I don't like wish I had gotten a jab or anything, of course.
Yeah. I know, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I get to teach guided meditation now to people,
You do?
and it's really neat.
Wow. Oh, that's so awesome, man. That's awesome that
Yeah,
you do that.
I
I've
got some
tried
sound
it.
healing. I
I'm,
got some sound healing bowls.
yeah. Okay. I'm
I
sorry.
do
Wait,
sound healing.
hold on one second, Weevil Girl. Hold on one second. Because there's a delay. There's a delay. You gotta like when you talk. Wait till I don't mean to. I've been just doing this a long time. Wait till I say and then let it quiet and then you go. If we both talk, it doesn't line up or something. But anyway, continue. Tell me about your teaching people how to meditate. I want to hear that.
Oh, it's great. I've been on a healing journey for a long time
Uh-huh.
and kind of had my own dark night of the soul where I didn't feel connected to spirit or anything.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm
then I
connecting to
just
spirit.
found a lot of,
I'm connecting to spirit right now. I'm smoking my.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I found a lot of healing resources on the internet, on YouTube, through friends, through friend groups, and was able to kind of heal myself. And it was just weird. The universe, kind of lined up. I got fired. That door closed for me. I was working as a chef and I liked that. I liked making food a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I loved trying different varieties. Being a cook is kind of like being an artist. So I loved
Yeah.
that job. And I, love making different soups, loved the freedom, and loved the casual atmosphere. But then my friend approached me, and she is through social services, and she offered me this amazing job
Wow.
just out of the blue.
A job with social services teaching people how to meditate. Oh my God. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
It really is. I get to go and just like do guided meditations with
Let's do
kids.
a guided meditation. Take us through it, right? Take us through it. We will go. Take us through it.
Well,
We're gonna do 2 minutes of guided meditation with We Will Go.
can I grab my sound healing bowl?
Yeah, sure. I'll keep everybody busy while you're doing that. So everybody, take a seat. Quiet down for a while. Let the politics of what we just said. Let the dust settle for one goddamn minute in your life, and know that you're breathing.
Okay, everybody breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's take a moment to check in with ourselves, with our bodies, with our spirits.
Meditation with Weevil Girl.
We hear about a lot of anger on TV and amongst other people. Let us have compassion for ourselves when we're angry and for others. 'Cause anger is only fear. As you breathe in, feel connected to all the other people around you and in your community. And breathe out any resistance, any residual fear of connecting with others. And like the Maya would say, the idea that we're not connected is all illusion. We are actually. And we may live in different bodies, but I believe we're eternal souls having an earth experience. So
Thank you.
I know that's kind of short, but
Thank you, Weevil Girl. I feel better already. Right? Connected. I
Yeah.
agree with that, man. I think the gurus. I like to listen to Thich Nhat Hanh. give the instruction. There's a guy named Sakyong Mipam, very technical Tibetan guy who shows you how to, how to get there. Where are we trying to get with meditation? I find that where we're trying to get is we're trying to get. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're trying to stop getting for just a minute. It's the opposite. I'm going to get somewhere, but there's nowhere to go. You're already there, right? And you just start. Meditation teaches you to learn to be present, right? Regardless of the train wreck of discursive thinking, commonly called ego. Right? It's ego. It's talking. There's this chatter and there's the connection. I think we all share that. I think meditation allows you to see it and realize that it's not the natural flow of things. It's the exhale. It's the downside when you try to control it. It's hard. It's a very hard thing to explain. But when people experience it, sitting on that cushion for a long time, you begin to realize it. You begin to realize that, gee, I'm generating my own misery. I'm generating my own, and I have a choice to be happy and joyous. So I love that.
Exactly.
I love what you're doing, man. That's so amazing, right? So there are no mistakes, right? You get, right?
Yeah, so me not getting jabbed and getting fired, it all turned out to be a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you're trying to get more people on with YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're very talented in what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
And how you're bringing truth. But what is kind of disheartening to me is all the censorship and how they're like, you'll start to get a fan base and then it's kind of taken away from us by like Buffy and by having to move back to D Live and then and even getting Buffy on D Live. I just feel like when you're smaller and just starting to come up, they don't allow that. If you were maybe really established like Jimmy Dore, they can't censor those people on the same level.
Right.
They can just
Yeah, they isolate.
No, they let them get away with more.
They do for a while. They do for a while. They isolate. They eliminate everybody coming up. They isolate the winners and then slowly steal their crowd. Slowly, vilify them and move them. It's easier for YouTube, I believe, to. You know what? I don't even want to go down this. I don't even want to go down this path of speculating on what YouTube has in mind, because YouTube, in my view, is a great platform. Right? I learned I wouldn't be smoking this cigar right now if it wasn't like I grow stuff in my yard, right? And I learned how to grow tobacco watching YouTube videos. I learned how to, build a wall from watching YouTube. So YouTube has.
I learned how to meditate from YouTube.
Right. All of Thich Nhat Hanh's videos that I have were all on YouTube. They still are if you go to Plum Village. And so for that, I think we should celebrate YouTube and there we find commonality. We find agreement. Right? We're in agreement that meditation can help people. We're not talking about something unhealthy right now.
No.
Right? And so that's our direction, right? Let's talk about the stock market, talk about meditation, and people will realize for themselves their own, discursive thinking. I mean, look, we can. The biggest problems on YouTube right now, although there's a lot of them, but the big one is, Trump is bad. Trump is. Don't say Trump. We want the other guy, right? So Trump is just a hot button issue. They want to win the election. Anything Trump, that's the reality. And the other one is the holy vaccine, right? They just they don't want anybody talking about it, right? So let's just avoid that. You do whatever you want with it, man. Just do whatever you want. You want to get fucking shot up? Who cares, right? I don't care. I just respect my opinion. Right? So we're going to try to look at the good side of YouTube, even when they slam us, even when the stream suddenly goes off. We're here. Look how resilient, right? The stream crashed, and everybody's still here and still talking, right? We got right. So there's definitely
Yeah.
I don't know. What you're talking about is my strength, right? That's really. I mean, I'm no fucking. I don't have no big research team or anything. I do what you do. I quiet down. I meditate, and then it's clear, right? The path is clear. I think more people that do that, we'd be going in a better place. You know, we'd be going in a better direction. We'd be going up instead of down if people did that. People would come together and stop, fighting over trivial, things.
I totally agree. I love your positive attitude. We're going to deal with what, happens to us on YouTube. Sometimes we might not like it. Sometimes it's going to be great. We're going to see old friends and connect with tons of people. So, yeah, we got to choose to be positive about it. We got to stay in the now. I think a lot of times this is the weird thing. Maybe it's not weird, but for like a long time, I self-identified as my thoughts, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And then when I realized that I'm not the thoughts in my head, that was huge for me.
Wait. If you're not the thoughts in your head, where are the thoughts coming from? If it's not.
Well, thoughts are coming from everywhere. Some of them are self-generated. Some of them are thoughts I'm having from the radio, the TV, other people I've talked to. And so there's this mental chatter of all these thoughts, but that's not actually who I am. Some of those thoughts are very dark, right?
Right.
And then you're like, wow, am I this dark person that has this dark thought or negative thought? Do I have to, that's real then because I had it? No, these thoughts are not me. That's not you're a soul. And these thoughts are like tools that you can either pick up and use or not. If it's a useful thought, like, hey, I could build this by using this material, great. Prioritize that thought. It's useful. It's like a tool. Pick it up and use it. If it's not a useful thought, if it's a garbage thought, put it in the dump, right?
Yeah. It's also the idea between a dark thought and a light thought, a happy thought and a not happy thought are actually the origin of the problem lies there by viewing thoughts either positively or negatively. They're historical references. This happened to me 25 years ago, and there it is again. And over 25 years, I've painted a dark thought. My mother slapped me when I was a child. She slapped the ice cream out of my hand because I cried, and now we're fearful of, you know what I mean. But that's not necessarily my problem. What I learned from that is don't slap the ice cream out of someone's hand, and be compassionate to your mother because she didn't know any better. Right? She didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Right? So
exactly.
Right? So that, that's it comes down to perspective. And I love what you're doing. I think, those are my heroes. Guys like, Thich Nhat Hanh. I use his name a lot. I like Eckhart Tolle. There's Chongyam Trungpa, who's, arguably he's where I came from. Tibetan Buddhism, Shambhala, Kagyu, Tibetan Buddhism. And they taught it not as what we think of as spiritual. We think of as, a spiritual journey or a spiritual practice, but they look at it more as it's mechanical. It's a skill of developing concentration, right? In a way that people don't do. And they spend many years and many decades honing the ability to it's not think, but not react to the thoughts and just observe them. And when you're in the presence of people like that, you realize that something else is going on, that I'm really not the chatter. The chatter is is unavoidable. It's actually the path they teach you. Oh, the negative chatter is where I need to work, is where I need to look and say it's not really, it's only bad because I perceive it as bad. Right? And if all my thoughts were good, then I would be good, right? That's also a rabbit hole. It's somewhere in the middle, in the present, and that's what they taught.
Sure.
They
I mean, it's that duality of good and bad, and neither can exist without the other.
Right.
But sometimes I think we could even apply that to politics. We could look at Republicans and Democrats. Now, I don't really align with either anymore. I consider myself an independent, somewhat of a progressive leaning person, but that's just my individual thing. But we need Republicans and Democrats. They're kind of like left brain, right brain. And ideally, what government was supposed to be was these two sides come together with completely different ideas and morals and ways of looking at it. And then we make a compromise. That system doesn't seem to work anymore as far as like the compromise.
It always lands somewhere in the middle through, war, through murder, through aggression, violence, through censorship. At some point, it does appear to balance out. It does seem to ebb and flow. I think we're at the peak of an ebb, right? I think we're at the bottom of a cycle of, pushing others. And then at some point it becomes love again. It becomes, everybody comes together once again, election cycles created, but it does ebb and flow. I mean, throughout history, we see it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will go. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna kill it here. We're way over.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Come back again. We'll do this. We're gonna do this often because it's fun and it's interesting to hear, especially you. Think about it. You come on. You do a meditation for us. Maybe we'll start the program like that or whatever. It seems to fit towards after the market nonsense. Bringing people on. So we'll do that.
Well, it's great to talk to you and the chat. Hello, chat. Bye.
Weevil Girl, thank you. Put your hands together for Weevil Girl. Weevil Girl. Thank you very much, man. Holy shit, man. We're doing good, man. Thank you very much, Marcus Conte reporting. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, man. Joe Mama. TJ, what's up? Thank you, Vinny DiMartini, as well, for being here as well. Zoot Cooter. Thanks, Vinny. Be well, Vinny. Vinny's ill right now. And Justin Falcone, thank you very much. And come on, stock market, man. You guys on Wall Street, man. You guys got to get busy, man. You guys got to get busy and start buying the fucking thing up again, man. Why are you selling? Motherfuckers? Come on, man. So, and thank you, YouTube, for having us. We love you despite not loving us. Despite not loving us, YouTube, we still love you. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm going to smoke my homegrown cigar as we watch Granny Cat. Have a great day, everybody. I guess we'll see you tomorrow here on YouTube. We'll be here on YouTube tomorrow. Tomorrow live at 9 a.m. Come on down.